Welcome to the International Sommelier Guild's online learning demonstration video. Our online learning has been developed over the years from the necessities of a wide range of students needing alternative options to classroom-based training. Many students have busy jobs, careers, home obligations, or simply are in very remote geographies around the globe that preclude them from being able to go to a classroom on a regular basis. The online programs were developed to copy the exact classroom experience for students while allowing them to do it from the comforts of their computers at home, while doing it at their own pace based on their lifestyles. The program uses the same textbooks, lesson plans, audio PowerPoint presentations, quizzes, regional viewer maps of real vineyards, tasting videos, and how to do them, and much more. Your final examinations are done online as well. This video will walk you through the basic program design so that you can better understand it before you register for the online programs. As you can see here in our first slide, you will see how the program will look and mirror the classroom training. At the top you can see the number of sessions for the first level course, our intermediate wine certificate, while on the right hand side you can see the links to each subsection for each session, which you will follow in order. At the end of each session, there are quizzes that must be taken. These are used as learning reinforcements to make sure the materials have been absorbed properly before proceeding to the next session. Although the session quizzes are not graded or part of the final mark, you must pass them in order to proceed to the following session. The quizzes themselves can be taken as often as you need in order to pass them with no penalties. Each administration section in the middle of the page in each session will instruct you on what pages to read from the textbook and walk you through the reinforcements. It will also provide you with the instructor audio PowerPoints for particular subsections and allow you to do the wine tasting submissions. These submissions can be sent to your instructor to get corrected. They are designed to walk you through how to develop your palate, but again, the tasting submissions are not graded for marks. The last point is the reinforcement for that subsection that will have your quiz. Some subsections may have only one quiz, while others may have as many as 5 or more depending on the complexity of the subject. This is our first textbook for IWC, which once you have registered you can read online or you can print the textbook for your convenience. Whatever format is easier for the student to use. Please remember that your textbook is your primary source of content, and the examinations will always have questions that are strictly in the textbook and the rest of the reinforcement materials. If you choose to print the textbook, simply click on the print icon and print the sections that you want, or the entire textbook if you wish to. We take great pride in being the only sommelier education system that actually has its own written textbooks. Although the original textbooks were written in the 1980s, they are reviewed annually by our sommelier department heads for revision and updates if they are needed. This allows us to be up to date and current always with the ever-changing world of wine. The table of contents will show you that although this is a sommelier-based education, it is also designed for the general interest groups so that they can learn other subjects associated with the world of gastronomy and service. As you can see in each section, you will have the primary grape varieties as well as the food and wine pairing section, service at the introductory level to make people feel more comfortable, as well as storage. At the very end you will see all of our design maps to address the primary grape regions that we cover. We should mention at this point that the Intermediate Wine Certificate is a grape variety course, but we need to show the major origins of grapes. This is not to be confused with the Advanced Wine Certificate, your next level course, which is an appellation-based program, which means at that point we begin to get specifically into the intricacies and specific regions of the world that predominate the wine industry. Should you choose to get professionally certified as a sommelier, our Level 3 Sommelier Diploma is where you now address the viticulture and wine-producing countries from around the globe, from its leaders down to its smallest and also developing countries. These are a few maps to give you an example, starting with France and then on to Bordeaux. As the courses progress, the level of the maps increase in detail and expectations. The maps, just like any part of the textbook, can be printed if so desired. The tasting involves going through our master wine list that essentially gives you a list of wines that we recommend you taste. Ideally, you want to taste 2 wines for each section or perhaps more. We also recognize the fact that this is a cost factor, and therefore, although critical in your development, they are not mandatory to do, or a good alternative recommendation would be to go to a tasting bar to taste wines so that you only need to buy a glass of wine opposed to a bottle. The tasting videos are videos of our sommelier instructors walking you through and showing you exactly how a tasting should be done from appearance to smell, palate and conclusions, as well as the use of proper stemware. The videos are lengthy, so we cannot show them here. This is our interactive tasting sheet, so you can type straight into the PDF file. Should you decide to do the tastings, simply fill in the tasting sheet and email it to your sommelier instructor.